My hair is super greasy again today because I'm actually going to attempt to dye it pink. Well, more like a rose gold. I'm gonna do it myself. I'm terrified. I've never bleached this much of my hair. I'm not gonna do it all the way up to the roots, but I am gonna do it like pretty high up. And I'm just terrified. But it turns out that the bleach kit that I bought didn't have gloves or a, what is it called, like one of those little brushes, like not even the cheap ones. So I think I'm gonna have to go to like Target or like Sally's Beauty Supply or something to see if I can find it myself, which is great. So yeah, my hair's just greasy and disgusting, and it's fun. But anyway, I'm super excited about today because I am going to film one of the videos that is like one of my favorites to watch on YouTube. Oh great, I have lipstick on my teeth. Been one of my favorite videos to watch forever. Like, I love watching favorites videos. I love watching to see what people love and what they use on like a monthly basis and stuff, and yeah, I just really wanted to film this myself, so I'm gonna do it and I'm excited. Ooh. You see that? I almost dropped my entire coffee on myself. Oh, I did get it on my shirt. Great, that's, at least it's black, it's fine. First off, I'm gonna start off with makeup. As you may have noticed, I put a little bit more effort into my makeup today for this reason, because I feel like if you're gonna talk about makeup, you should at least pretend to know what you're doing, or at least for me. So all of the things that I'm going to share with you are cruelty free. I'm actually currently trying to transition into becoming completely cruelty free. I am trying to go through a lot of the things that I own that are not cruelty free at the moment. There's a lot of them. I do have a lot of like Revlon and Rimmel in my collection because they're like my favorite drugstore brands, but they're not cruelty free. So I'm not going to share any of those with you guys. I'm going to share the cruelty free things that I've picked up recently that I've been absolutely loving, and yeah, I'm excited. So let's do this. The first two things I'm going to share with you are both Glossier products. One of them is skincare, the other one is makeup. The first one that I want to share is the Glossier Milky Jelly Skin Cleanser. I have currently been on the lookout for a new cleanser because the one that I use is one that I've used for years, and honestly could not recommend it enough if you have a lot of breakouts. I used to have terrible skin basically for like the last, what, 10 years of my life maybe. I tried Proactive, I tried like every drugstore product, nothing worked for me until I tried the Murad cleanser, like the acne cleanser, and that's something that I've been using for years and I love it. However, my skin is not as oily as it used to be. Like now it's actually more on the dry side and I don't get as many breakouts. So that I felt was just drying my skin out even more, and even though I do like to use it on days when I do have maybe a little bit more breakouts than I normally do, it's not great for an everyday thing. So I was on the lookout for a new cleanser that would work for my sensitive skin because, you know, no pido nada. And I decided to try this and I absolutely adore it. What I particularly really love about this is that I wanted to find a cleanser that could also remove my makeup because I'm lazy. I'd rather not first have to remove my makeup before I cleanse if I don't have to. I really like this. It does a really great job at removing makeup, except for waterproof mascara. I do not recommend trying to remove waterproof mascara with this. It's just not going to work, but it works amazing for sensitive skin. I think it's made out of like saline, which is what is in contact lens solution. I just really love it, and it is a lot cheaper than the Murad cleanser I was using, which is also a plus. So next Glossier product is this thing that you already saw. It is the Perfecting Skin Tint. Honestly, when I first got this and when I first tried it out, I thought I was gonna hate this. I thought I was never gonna use it because it has very little to no coverage. I do prefer more medium coverage anyway, because again, I used to have really terrible skin. I still have a lot of acne scars. I used to cake my makeup on, like I just wanted to like block everything, whereas now I'd rather have more of an even base, and then whatever needs extra concealing I just go on and I like spot conceal instead. I feel like that looks more natural, and that's just my personal preference. Like I prefer that type of makeup because again, I kind of caked everything on for so long. Like I'm just over it. Like I want my skin to feel a lot more fresh and natural. But this is like exageradamente light. I'm gonna be speaking so much Spanglish through this. It's just like very light. I think at best this just evens out skin tone, which again is something that I like. It makes my skin look very uniform. You obviously still can see a lot of like my dark circles, you can see a lot of acne scarring, and you can see a little bit of redness peeking through. Like I get a couple like red spots here and like in this area, but then I just kind of like spot conceal afterwards anyway, and it works amazingly for me. I will say I got this as part of like their phase, I think it's a phase 1 kit with a 20% off coupon because I'm not about to spend $80 on all this stuff. Like, I'm trying to invest on my skincare, but that was still a little ridiculous. Oh, I'll have my discount code if you guys want. I'm not paid by Glossier or anything, although I kind of do wish I was, but it's just every time someone buys Glossier, they give you like a referral link, and if people use it, like you get, is it points? I think you get points or something. I'll have it linked down in the bottom bar if you guys want to check it out. That's what I did. If you want to try out Glossier, don't go in just buying stuff. Like, look for the 20% off discount. Even if you don't use mine, use someone else's. It's just, it's a lot better. Like, it's worth it to look for that 20% off discount. Anyway, that being said, as much as I do like it, I don't know if I would buy it by itself. If it didn't come with the kit, because again, like I said, it's very light. It's kind of pricey, I think, for what it is. Another thing that I recently bought that I am loving is this NYX concealer. It is the dark circle concealer. I got it in the shade medium, and it is just an orange based concealer for dark circles, because the concealer that I was using before was a Maybelline one. It was a lot more icy and like white, I think, whereas this I feel is a little bit more natural. I do think that if I do put on too much of it, you can see orange under my eyes, so sometimes what I do is I just put a little bit of my regular concealer, which this is not cruelty free, by the way, so I didn't mention it. I just put like a little dot over it and just kind of blend it out, and it works amazingly. I really love this. It's great. I think it's like a dupe for the Benefit Erase Paste, I think. Next, I have an eyeshadow. This ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow. ColourPop, amazing brand. And this one is in Truth. It came as part of one of the kits. It came like with a 4 eyeshadow kit. I can't remember which one. I'll link it down below. It's like a shimmery beigey, slightly pink eyeshadow. I don't know how to describe it. I like using it like on the inner corner. Today I'm using it as a highlight actually, and I really like how it looks. And yeah, it's great. I love ColourPop eyeshadows. They're amazing. They're cheap and they feel amazing, by the way. Every time I have a friend who has not tried ColourPop, I always tell them to touch them. The formula is the weirdest thing. Like, when you touch it, it feels like a cream. And I told her, because she has really oily skin, right? So I was showing it to her and I was like, no, touch it, touch it, touch it. Like, this is amazing. And she touched it and she was like, oh, that feels really nice. But I have really oily skin. Like, creams don't work on me. And I was like, it's not a cream. It's not. Like, it feels like a cream, but it's not. It's powder. It's the strangest formula, but I love it so much. It's magic. It's witchcraft. I don't know how they do it, but their formula is amazing, and I highly recommend their eyeshadows in general. They have a huge selection, they're super cheap, and this is one of the ones that I've been loving lately, so thought I'd mention that. And now moving on, I want to share 2 articles of clothing with you guys that I've been absolutely loving. Both of these things are things that I bought in Mexico, so they're not really like available in most retail places, but I wanted to share them with you guys because I really like them. And the first one is this embroidered off-the-neck shirt, kind of like the one I have here, but this is a traditional Mexican garment, I guess. Just like a beige, very light top, but I love the top of it. It just goes across and it has these embroidered flowers on it. I've wanted one of these for a really long time, and I finally bought it. I love it. Like, I wore it when we went to LA and I got a lot of compliments on it, and it's just like one of my favorite pieces. Like, I just love this shirt so much. Also, when I was in Mexico, I finally picked up my pair of Huaraches, and again, these are like traditional Mexican shoes, I guess. These are a little bit more of like a modern take on the traditional Huaraches. They are these shoes. I'm a size 4 over there, by the way. They're like these woven like leather sandals, flats, shoes, kind of. Honestly, they're kind of stiff and I expected them to like hit me at the heel because I'm used to that like with a lot of the shoes that I own. Like I always get blisters on the back of my feet. But no, these are the most comfortable pair of flats that I've ever bought. They're amazing. I did not get one single little like scratch in the back. Like they are so incredibly comfortable, and I swear when I go to Mexico I'm gonna buy like another 3 pairs, or if I can find them. I think I can find them in my area. They're probably gonna be more expensive here though, but I love them so much and they're so comfortable, guys. I just I love Huaraches. And then last but not least, I want to share some songs that I have really been loving this month. Although if you guys are interested, I do have a monthly playlist on my Spotify. I'll have a link down below if you guys are interested. I will warn you though, it's all over the place. Like it's literally just songs that I'm into that month, so it changes. Like sometimes I have like rancheras, sometimes I have mariachi, K-pop, like indie, like alternative stuff. Like this time I have like My Chemical Romance in there. Like it's all over the place, but I really like keeping track of songs that I have been loving in a certain month. So a couple of songs that I really want to share with you. The first one is Idle Town by Conan. Conan is an amazing YouTuber that I found this past month. He does a lot of lifestyle videos, but he also posts his own music. The song is just beautiful and it's really calming. If you're a fan of Troye Sivan and his music, I think you would really like Conan. If I'm working or if I'm having a hard time falling asleep, like that's one of the songs that I've been listening to a lot this past month, and I highly recommend it. I'll have his channel and his music video link down below for you guys. I can't post about new music and not mention Paramore. I have been listening to Hard Times and now Told You So, although Told You So just came out this month, so that's technically gonna get April favorites. I love Paramore, and now that they're officially back, like I love the change of their sound. Like it's very kind of 80s funky, and I've been just listening to them and they've made me want to dance and sing, and it's great. I love it. I love it a lot. IU recently came out with a new, oh great, thank you. Shall we wait? Thanks. Okay. IU recently released her new album and I really love Palette featuring G-Dragon. You guys probably don't know, but Big Bang is like one of my top K-pop groups of life. I love them to death. Anything with them I love. IU in general, I just love her. I've loved her since Good Day, I think, is like the first song of hers that I really loved. And yeah, I just love it. It's super chill, relaxing kind of song. It's great. I highly recommend it. Oh, and Rookie by Red Velvet. That song has been out for a while, but again, super catchy. Just gets me pumped up and happy. It's just, you know, Red Velvet is a good band. I hate SM as a company, but they do have some pretty amazing artists. Oh, and I cannot possibly not mention In the Heights. If I'm talking about music, it's amazing. If you don't know, In the Heights is a musical written by Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton fame. I think In the Heights was his first ever musical that he wrote, and it takes place in Washington Heights, and it's just about these like people who are living their lives. Obviously it has a lot of like Latin American influences. It's lovely. I love the songs. It's so uplifting, so heartbreaking, and I just cannot recommend it enough. If you are a fan of musicals, I recommend it. If you love Lin-Manuel Miranda, obviously I recommend it. I don't know what stopped me from listening to this for so long. I think I was just super attached to Hamilton and I was scared that this was not gonna like be as good, especially because this is his first one and then Hamilton came along, and obviously Hamilton is what it is now. But no, it's great. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it a lot. So, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it. If you've tried any of the stuff that I mentioned, please let me know what you thought of it. Or if you have any recommendations, especially for like cruelty-free things, because like I said, I'm still transitioning. I'm still learning and finding new products and stuff. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Or music. I love listening to new music. Like I said, my tastes are all over the place. Literally, you can send me whatever you want and I'll listen to it and I'll probably like it. 'Cause just listen to everything. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Hopefully it'll be my pink hair one. We'll see though. Okay, bye!